Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, Connie here, and welcome to my blind reaction to OKKO Let's Be Heroes, episodes 17 through 20. Okay, so I'm going to keep this really brief because I don't have as much time right now as I would have liked to have after recording Ruby and MLP, the MLP holiday special. But, so I have to keep this quick. I don't know what's going to happen in these episodes. But these are the final episodes I'm going to be doing for now. Because here's the deal. Next week, we will be basically, basically we're going to be taking another poll, and that's going to be up today too, so you'll see that too. And next week we're going to be starting something new for the time. OKKO, we will be back, but we're just taking a break from it for now, just to kind of give it some breathing space and allow us to continue changing things up on the channel. So OKKO will be back. We're just, again, taking a break. So there will be a poll video up as well. So yeah, this will be the last set of episodes for now, and we'll get back to OKKO in the future. So I'm hoping these episodes leave us off on something good. But there's never any guarantees. In the meantime, though, we're just going to get this started, because as I said, I have to really kind of rush this. Keep going. And as such, by the way, I am going to try and get all of my thoughts, or at least most of them, out during the reaction. So that the afterthoughts is also kind of quick, you know? So in the meantime, let's get this going. So when the screen fades to black, pause this redirect and go to the description below. Follow the link to the reaction, and after you watch it, come back here to the redirect and resume play. Because after it fades to black and then fades back in, everything from that point forward will be my afterthoughts, and will contain spoilers to the episodes. So that being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you at the reaction. Okay, and we are back, and we will begin spoilers in 3, 2, 1, now. So this was a pretty darn good set of episodes. I'd say actually one of the best sets of episodes we've had. Like, straight up. Now, the last episode was good for different reasons, but we'll get to that, because I definitely think we need to talk about all of these, and in order. Especially because two of them really have a reason to go in order. So 17 was Know Your Mom, and in this one, we have KO. He's trying to help out his mom. He's trying to get her a good Mother's Day gift, and he's eventually led to believe that the only way to do so is to reunite her with her arch nemesis, because he's made to believe that she had to stop being a hero because of him. But apparently there's another reason that we're starting to get some clarity on, which I like. We're starting to get some information. So KO gets his mom's arch nemesis, Succulentus, to join in this fake fight. And in the end, Carol and Succulentus kind of have coffee and just kind of laugh about the old days and stuff, which is hilarious. But we found out Carol would have liked all that kind of stuff that KO was planning before, like macaroni art and all. She loves that kind of stuff from him, because it's a great gift for a kid to give their parents. Like, yeah, why not? There was also I wanted to bring up mention, but so Succulentus was in there. He was giving all of these musical references. Like, there was System of a Down, there was Evanescence and stuff. So I'm looking at this. I did want to look up who voices Succulentus, because I felt like that OKKO might go the full way and try to make something big of that. They did. Succulentus is voiced by Jonathan Davis, the lead singer of Korn. That's amazing. Like, I'm not the biggest Korn fan. I like some of their songs, but that's still freaking amazing that they got Jonathan Davis to voice Succulentus. That's great. But yeah, it was just a really fun episode. It started to give us some some depth to Carol and stuff and gave us some information about her. And it's starting to build something. I wanted the series to start to build up this ongoing story, and it looks like we're going to start getting that. But episode 18 was We're Captured. So Boxman has captured KO, Enid, and Rad, but he accidentally double booked and is trying to get this guy named Professor Venomous and his what's the word? His minion Fink, who are his clients. He's trying to get on their good side and keep their deals going. Enid, Rad, and KO escape and start making trouble for Boxman. And we find out that Professor Venomous was actually originally going to be there to end their deal. But after using his robot children as weapons against KO, Enid, and Rad successfully, Boxman manages to convince Professor Venomous to stay on as his client. So it was a success episode for the villain, which was interesting. It was great to see Shannon again. She's adorable. Like, seriously. Like, I'm not just saying that for fun. Like, I legitimately do like Shannon. She's one of those villain characters you can't hate. And every time she appears on screen, it's just fantastic. And when she started doing a song and dance in this, like, that was awesome. I loved that. But then we had episode 19, which was Face Your Fears. This one kind of continued from where Know Your Mom started in terms of giving us some development and backstory. So through these two episodes, we learn about this hero group called Point from the past. And we find out in this one that Gar was a part of it too. So Gar is having this fear in relation to Carol, and especially in relation to a past event related to Point that we still don't know the details of. But Gar is challenged by his employees to play this arcade game called Face Your Fears. He gets stuck in the game, as do Rad and Enid, and so KO has to go and basically help them fix their, face their fears. This is a really good episode because I like the concept of them having to face their fears and get through this stuff. As well as I really do love this Mr. Gar stuff with his clear fear and love of Carol. So I like that they're really going into that more. It was great to see Dendi again. She had a smaller role, but it's always just fun to see her. I just really like what this is setting up. I don't know exactly where it's going to go, but I'm really enjoying it. And our final episode of the day was episode 20, Everybody Likes Rad. This was a social commentary episode. A lot of shows have those, especially a lot of cartoons these days. I think this was a really good one, though. Because in this, we see Rad gets internet famous, and it goes to his head. And everybody starts loving him, not for who he is, but the one joke, basically, that made him internet famous. And a lot of people, both internet famous and just regular famous people, go through this. They have a legion of fans who will only love them for one thing. It's like, there will be people who worship voice actors for one role. And will always, like, every time they see him, it's like, oh, say the line. And it's like, I can see why that would get annoying to people. So this was kind of a commentary on that kind of situation. But it also shows the commentary on the dangers of getting addicted to your own hype. So it shows both sides of it. It shows that the people who face this, who are being stereotyped and everything, can also have their own issues, who can also get too egotistical and too wrapped up in this all. So I like how they show both aspects of it. It actually feels really respectful that way. Some people might say if they didn't, it could show like, it could come across as they're just insulting the fans. But I don't think that's necessarily the case, but especially because they showed that the people who go through this can also face those kinds of issues themselves. It shows that they're willing to look at both sides of this. And that's just really cool. And Rad, I think, was the perfect person to do it with. The only other person I could see them doing this kind of thing with would probably be Gar. I don't see it happening with Carol, at least not yet. And none of the employees it would really work with, I feel. So it would have to be Gar or Rad, and I think Rad was honestly the best choice here because of just how he is, how we've seen he reacts to this kind of stuff already. So yeah, this was a very good set of episodes, but unfortunately we are ending it here for now. We will be coming back to OKKO in the future, as I said in my pre-thoughts, but for now, we will be taking a break. We're going to move on and get to some other stuff first. Just to, as I said, I want to keep changing things up enough so that the channel keeps feeling fresh. I don't like the idea of the channel just having one show go on forever. I just feel like it takes too long, and it makes it feel like not enough is changing. I haven't really been a fan of when other reactors do that either. When they have, like, when they're reacting to, like, a certain show for years even. And it just comes across like, you could be using that slot for something else. You can take breaks. You don't have to watch the show all the way through in one go. You can take breaks and come back to it. And that's what I'm doing. I will be coming back to OKKO. I'm really enjoying this series. I actually am really liking it. And I definitely think with them starting to really go into a more legitimate storyline that they're building up, I definitely will. But I just want to have something to take a break on, especially just because Season 1 is so long. So, I'm going to be putting up another video for a poll to determine the next Monday series. And after that, we'll probably go straight back into OKKO for the time. But let me tell you what is going to be on the next poll. So let me get up that Word document real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna make another video on this as well, which will include the link to the poll, but I'm going to tell you all here as well what's going to be on it. So the next poll for Mondays, for Monday reactions, there are 5 options, as usual. And the 5 options are: 1. Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes. 2. Ultimate Spider-Man. 3. The Hollow. 4. Ernest and Celestine, The Collection. And 5. Regular Show. So, the Hollow and Regular Show have come back from previous polls, but I decided to switch some other ones up a little bit. I decided to, like, update the list so it's not always the same thing. So I added in 3 new ones. Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and Ultimate Spider-Man, 2 superhero shows I've wanted to see for a long time and just have never gotten around to. Spider-Man is my favorite Marvel hero, and, well, for Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, I'll be honest, the reason I want to see it so bad, I mean, other than liking the Avengers, the opening is pretty badass. It's one of my favorite superhero openings, so there is that. And Ernest and Celestine, The Collection, is another one that was added in. I don't know what this show is at all. I have no actual clue. I think it's French, though. So for those of you, for those of my viewers who are French, if you know, let me know if this is a French series. It's called Ernest and Celestine, The Collection. All I know about is, I guess the main characters are animals? I don't know for sure. If you do, let me know just base information. I don't want any spoilers in case that is chosen. So yeah, that will be the poll. Once again, I will be making a separate video for that as well. And in the meantime, thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.
And though you've come through many obstacles, shed tears along the way, you're still standing, live, love, laugh.